So for this series, now that we are finally done with the DTL, it's time to ride this brown train to the other end of the brown line for another bonus episode of this train service ends here at Bayshore.
Bayshore, B1. This train service ends here.
So as you get off here at Bayshore, you realise it's the same deal as Expo and Marina South Pier. As you can see, the train will not stop here, it will closing its doors, it will go back down to a turn-back track, and then later, it will come back down here. But as we all know, this will not be the end of the TEL for much longer, as it will be extended to Sungai Bedok later this year. With this current train movement system, you will very likely still board Woodlands northbound trains at platform B after the extension, so nothing is going to change in that regard. So here we are at Bayshore. I'm walking towards the corridor that goes to exit 3, which brings back some MRT speedrun memories again. Actually, a lot of this end of the line station brings back MRT speedrun memories. But I also noticed that this station is like bigger than it needs to be at this point. This station has like 5 exits and yet there's barely anybody around. It certainly is one of those built for the future stations, as this station currently serves a few condominiums around the area, and more condos and BTOs are expected to be built around here in the coming years. Did you hear that train rumbling downstairs? I didn't know I could hear it from here. Anyway, one of the things that I showcased about this station when it first opened is this like bicycle parking area. It's quite echoey. I actually started to use this quite recently whenever I feel like coming to East Coast Park and cycle from here to Gardens by the Bay. There is also this office or retail space that is still vacant since the station's opening almost 2 years ago. But there's actually one place of interest that is nearby here and you don't have to walk or cycle that far. To go to that place, you can get off at exit 2, walk towards the ECP and then through this, the Bayshore underpass. There's a good echo too. When you reach the other side, keep walking south and you've officially reached the East Coast Park area. But you will want to head left to see the scenic pièce de résistance of the area, the Bedok Jetty. So just like Woodlands Waterfront Jetty, the view here is equally amazing. So this brings me back some childhood memories where me and my family, every time we come here to cycle at East Coast Park, we will basically cycle to this jetty, chill a bit here, then go back to return our bikes. I would like to sit here and chill much longer, but because the sun is getting really very hot, I think we better head back to the station so that I can show you one last thing. And that will be this series of photos/collages by Bruce Quack called Father Shores, with photos of the Bayshore area combined with depictions of what the area will look like in the future. And so with Bayshore done, we basically covered every single terminus of all the MRT lines. So now all that's left to do for this series is to wait for Sungai Bedok to open. So until then, thank you guys for sticking all the way until the end. Looks like that's my train, so I'm going to take this train back home. Goodbye.